A handful of fortunate rookies who can land in the exact right spot with the right team and right scheme.
I like it. I think it's suited for Ben Johnson. It's going to be great for Caleb Williams' run game, play action. Watch out.
Let's take a look around the NFL and call out the 10 best fits that we've seen for rookies to thrive. Mason Graham, DT, Cleveland Browns. Graham to Cleveland has home run written all over it, and frankly, it is a fit that you could see coming from a mile away. Jim Schwartz loves his disruptors up front, and Graham is built to attack. He's a classic 3-tech with twitch, hand skills, and the kind of short area burst that ruins a guard's afternoon. What makes this even better is how creative Schwartz is with his fronts. Graham will be moving around, stunts, twists, even stand-up rushes over center. If you're an interior O-lineman in the AFC North, you're probably already watching Michigan tape and sweating. And if the way that Graham fits into what Schwartz will want to do wasn't enough, how about the fact that he's going to be playing alongside Myles Garrett, one of the best pass rushers that the game has ever seen. Garrett will attract all kinds of attention, and Graham will surely reap the benefits. Jackson Dart, QB, New York Giants. It's not often that you see a team trade back into the first round for a quarterback unless they're absolutely sold, and the Giants clearly are. Jackson Dart wasn't just a panic pick. No, he was handpicked by Brian Daboll, coach with a track record of turning raw quarterbacks into Sunday nightmares for opposing defenses. Dart doesn't have Josh Allen's cannon or frame, but the dual threat DNA is there. He's mobile enough to keep defenses honest on RPOs and designed runs, and he's got the arm to push the ball vertically off play action. He fits the new mold. Move the pocket, give him space, let him create. But what makes this a sneaky great fit is the patience New York is showing. Dart won't be thrown into the fire right away. You'll get to learn behind veterans like Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, guys who've seen everything that the league can throw at a QB. Daboll can mold Dart's mechanics, sharpen his decision-making, and give him time to adjust to the speed of the game. If the Giants stick to the plan and Dart develops on schedule, he could finally be the guy to pull this franchise out of quarterback purgatory. Michael Williams, DE, San Francisco 49ers. They might have struggled a little bit last season, but San Francisco's defensive front has been a nightmare for offenses for years now. And now they've added a guy like Michael Williams to the mix, which should help them get back into fighting shape. Not to mention that the Niners are reuniting with Robert Saleh, who was massively successful in that role prior to his ill-fated stint as the Jets head coach, and should be extremely motivated to prove himself once again. If there's one thing that we know about Saleh's schemes, it is built to unleash pass rushers. Williams is a long, athletic power speed end who fits perfectly in San Francisco's wide 9 alignments. Opposing offenses will already be dealing with Nick Bosa on one edge, and now Williams can attack from the other side with one-on-ones galore. But Saleh won't leave him outside. Expect to see him kick inside on passing downs where his quickness and length can overwhelm guards. This scheme gives him the structure and, more importantly, the support to develop while contributing immediately. Trey Amos, CB, Washington Commanders. This defense under Dan Quinn is going to live or die by its corners challenging routes at the snap. Quick throws, deep shots, not on their watch if this thing works. Washington had a very specific type in this draft. Physical, press man corner, to complement Marshawn Lattimore. And hey, Trey Amos fits that profile to a T. He's big for a corner at 6'1", 195 pounds, and can play super aggressive at the line. The guy is clearly not afraid of a little hand fighting. There's still some cleanup needed. I mean, his footwork can get a little choppy, and he'll have to tighten up the grabby tendencies or flags will follow. But still, the upside is certainly legit. Colston Loveland, TE, Chicago Bears. When Ben Johnson took over in Chicago, one of the first moves that he made was grabbing Colston Loveland early in the draft. And you can see why. The comparisons to Sam Laporta weren't just lazy takes. Johnson did help develop Laporta into a star in Detroit, and Loveland profiles similarly as a fluid, versatile tight end with elite ball skills. Loveland brings serious route running nuance for his size, and he's the kind of player who can move all over the formation, in line, out wide, or in the slot in order to exploit matchups. He's not a bruising blocker, but that's not why he's here. He's here to be a mismatch nightmare and a scheme that thrives on confusion and spacing. If Johnson can unlock Loveland the way he did with Sam Laporta, Bears fans might finally be watching a modern, dynamic offense instead of the usual horror film on Sundays. Jihad Campbell, LB, Philadelphia Eagles. This might be one of the most under-the-radar great fits of the entire draft. Jihad Campbell is the exact type of athlete that Vic Fangio knows how to maximize. And well, he's walking into a system built to accentuate his versatility. Campbell can absolutely play as a traditional off-ball linebacker. He's got the closing speed, instincts, and size to stop the run and patrol zones and coverage. But that's just the baseline of what Philly will get from him. What makes him truly special in that scheme is his ability to do a bit of everything, because Fangio knows how to deploy guys like that across different packages with the best of them. Need him to blitz from the interior? No problem. Want to line him up on the edge and let him bend the corner on passing downs? Done. The best part is that the Eagles don't need him to be a finished product in week 1. So they'll have plenty of time to mold him into the backer that they want come playoff time. And by mid-season, don't be surprised if Campbell is playing every down, lining up all over the front 7, and quietly becoming one of the most important pieces in Philly's defense. Arman Meu, OT, New York Jets. The Jets knew that they needed to get tougher up front, and Arman Meu fits that vision perfectly. New head coach Aaron Glenn saw firsthand how dominant the offensive line was in Detroit with Penei Sewell, and it's no coincidence that he used his first draft pick on a player who brings that same trench warfare mentality. Meu is nasty at the point of attack. He's got a wide, powerful frame at 6'4" and 332 pounds, and he routinely overwhelmed SEC defenders with a mix of violent hands and clean footwork. He's not just a people mover in the run game, he's nimble enough to hold up in pass protection and plays with an edge that Glenn will absolutely love. Obviously, it'll still take a good bit of work to turn the Jets into the offensive juggernaut that Detroit turned into over the past couple of years, but this is a very savvy first move because, well, Membu's playstyle aligns perfectly with what the Jets want to do from a schematic perspective. With Justin Fields at quarterback, the Jets are going to lean heavily on their run game and play action. That means Meu won't be just a tone setter, he'll be the anchor of the right side. And of course, with that come a ton of opportunities to prove his worth. And if he hits early, this offense suddenly has a lot more bite than most expected heading into the season. DeAndre McMillan, WR, Carolina Panthers. Carolina badly needed a guy who could go in against man coverage and become Bryce Young's go-to weapon. DeAndre McMillan is exactly that guy. At 6'4", with elite body control dating back to his days as a volleyball standout in high school, and incredibly strong hands, well, he instantly becomes the most imposing presence in that receiver room. In Dave Canales' scheme, the Panthers want to simplify reads, isolate matchups, and build confidence for the young quarterback. McMillan checks every single one of those boxes. He can line up anywhere and even slide into the slot depending on the look. And wherever he's aligned, he's gonna be a problem, especially on in-breaking routes, where he can use his frame to shield defenders. He was one of the best contested catchers at Arizona for a reason. He isn't a burner, but hey, that's not his role here. His job is to be the steady, reliable mismatch guy who keeps chains moving and helps Young take that next step. And there, he should thrive in that. RJ Harvey, RB, Denver Broncos. Sean Payton has always prioritized versatility in his backfield, and RJ Harvey checks every single box. This wasn't just a depth ad for Denver, it was a deliberate move to inject explosiveness and balance into an offense that has lacked juice at the running back position for a far too long of a time. Harvey is compact but powerful at 5'8" and 205 pounds. He runs with excellent pad level and absorbs contact without slowing down. He's slippery in space, patient at the line, and has the straight line burst to flip field position in a hurry. But what really sets him apart in this system is his ability to impact the game in multiple phases. Peyton's offense thrives when the running back is more than just a ball carrier, and Harvey gives them that. He's already comfortable at receiver, and you can expect to see him featured on option routes, screens, and quick checkdowns designed to give Bo Nix clean, confidence-building looks. Harvey has a very real chance here to step in and take over early down duties, while becoming a high-volume target in the passing game. Malachi Starks, safety, Baltimore Ravens. Leave it to Baltimore to find a perfect modern safety and pair him with a unicorn like Kyle Hamilton. The addition of Malachi Starks gives the Ravens two hybrid enforcers who can play deep, spin down into the box, and erase mistakes with their range and awareness. This isn't just about adding another talented player. It's about what it allows Baltimore's defense to do from an optionality perspective. Starks brings legit ball hawking ability from his time at Georgia. 6 interceptions, 13 pass breakups in the SEC, those didn't happen on accident. He reads quarterbacks well from depth. He has the speed to range sideline to sideline, and can also step up to handle tight ends or close out space underneath. He's not just interchangeable. No, he is reliable at every level of the field. This defense already built its reputation on confusion and versatility. Now with Starks in the mix, expect Baltimore to take it a step further. Rotating safeties, simulated pressures, complex zones, Starks gives them the flexibility to do it all. But hey, which player from the 2025 NFL draft class do you think is the best fit on their new team? Who do you think we were right on here? Who do you think we're wrong about? Was there anyone that we may have missed? Let us know in the comments section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, then hey, clicking the like button helps us out a ton. And you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, then hey, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.